Figure it out.
What's up, Docs Daily? It's Tuesday, December 30th. We are live full effect on this Tuesday, December 30th afternoon. It's 1 o'clock in the East Coast. It's 10 o'clock here on the West Coast. It's freezing cold in Vegas. I had to put like long pants on. I had to put socks on. It's disturbing weather here in Las Vegas.
Tough
I'm
day
joined
for
with
Lenny.
Griffin, Murphy, and Tony George, who feel absolutely no sympathy for me when it comes to weather. So
it's 20 degrees here. My heater's not working, and I almost put a hoodie on, but I knew Griffin would be wearing one. I didn't want to look like a clone. The guy wears a hoodie in the summer, so nonetheless,
Always flawless, baby. Always flawless. Come on now.
I know it's only Tuesday here on Doc's Daily, but let's go ahead and talk about the 8,000-pound elephant in the room. That would be the Chicago Bears -3 against the Detroit Lions, total 51. What are we thinking, boys?
What do I think?
I don't have a cat in the fight. My boy's gonna go out and play the Raiders and beat the shit out of them.
Let's get our hoodie. I mean, it's in Chicago. Let's go. I mean, I'm ready. I'll turn my lights on and shit.
I don't know. It's too everybody's
blinking.
sitting on Ben Johnson retaliation mode, obviously, in this sequence as they roasted us to open up the year. But I think the public speculation's kind of fed off a little bit too much of that. And the way that I see this game is I don't think the Bears are going to go full throttle in this. I think they're getting ready for playoffs. I think they'll play their best football the first half. But if the second half it's kind of screechy, I don't think the Bears pull off with this one. Everything went to last Sunday night's game, which obviously dictated the NFC in my eyes.
Well, that first half line's, I'd say 1.5 maybe.
That's what I would assume.
You might play that or the under in the first half.
Yeah. Total's 50.5.
You got a dome team that doesn't give a shit now.
Yeah, so it's all
playing in the cold, and the Bears don't give a shit. They're in. The last thing they want is to get, Caleb Williams hurt or, anybody else hurt playing a meaningless game. I just did the NFL. By the way, folks, just FYI, the NFL opening line report's going to be a little bit late today. It is taped. I got to go load it. But it's week 18, and there's like 3 games that matter and a couple that have a little bit of a meaning, but the rest of them, it's a total crapshoot. It's a weekend for underdogs. Anybody laying double digits this weekend, you got to fade them. I've been doing this 35 years. I've seen it hundreds of times, 35 times, final week of either week 17 or week 18 now. But you want to, in the games that have meaning, the lines are sharp.
Yeah.
I got a question for you. Do you know how many times that Tampa Bay has won by more than 3 points this year? Twice.
It doesn't surprise me.
I'm not shocked by that number.
What happened? I mean, it's not like they're devoid of talent. They're full strength on offense. Irving, White at running back, Mayfield, all receivers are in. Kate Otten's back. I tell you what, Todd Bowles, been nice knowing you.
Yeah.
Agreed.
Agreed.
You know what? Bring Gruden back. Bring Gruden back.
I swear if that guy made it back to the NFL, man, that's the best damn head coach there is. That guy is something else. But
NFL needs to settle that lawsuit with him and let him back in.
Isn't he with Barstool now?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think he works for Barstool.
And I mean,
now,
they're just hanging out. Dave Portnoy tried to get him to go coach Michigan. And he was like, nah, I'm happy. He looks like he's having fun over at Barstool, just breaking down games and being an old man. Like, he looks like he's just, he's golfing every day, getting fat.
I think he has a desire to get back in it, but there's so many fingers attached with the NFL, with the whole email scandal, blah blah blah. They kind of blackballed him. He's going to end up winning that lawsuit, and then in college, college right now is hardly any different in the NFL. You're free agent and players and trying to outbid people, and you're building teams based on your bankroll. I think that's why Whittingham left Utah. And then was probably going to walk away. And then Michigan, I don't know what they're going to pay him here. It's going to be $8 or $9 million. I didn't see a number out there, but they also have the resources to go out and buy them. Be a Texas Tech. Go out and buy yourself a championship team and try and coach them. Ohio State, buy yourself a championship team.
What does college football turn to?
Farm system for the NFL.
Farm system, yeah. It's like minor league baseball. It's just a farm system to bring them on up. And, now you got guys playing like 4 years for 4 different places.
Yeah.
My next door neighbor's 18, just got a 7-figure NIL deal to Miami. I'm just like, he's 18 years old. Like, your kid just got handed $1 million?
Yeah.
Are you kidding me? I don't get it.
You know what? Give me $1 million when I'm 18, because I'm telling you what, my family's going to inherit 800,000 of it, because it's only going to take me 200,000 to kill myself.
That's a lot. Literally. I don't think I could make it to 200,000. To be honest with you, I could do far less.
If I had that in college, I probably wouldn't be here right now.
Oh no, God no, God no. Good NFL game though last night. That game. It was good and bad, whatever. If you were on the Rams, it is what it is. It was a good game to live bet. I'll tell you what, I made a I was on the Rams team total over 28.5, and that thing was shot dead at halftime. But you got the Rams plus 7.5. You were really good. I also hit on some garbage yard props, some stuff. But that game, the Rams are beatable. I just want to say that they're beatable. I think San Francisco, Seattle, that game is going to be really, really good this weekend. And that could just be a prequel to the NFC Championship game.
I learned one thing.
I think you tease both those Saturday games.
Yeah.
You tease both underdogs. That's your play for Saturday. Stay away from the side and total. Tease both underdogs.
What are you talking about?
The
There's
NFL
2 games on Saturday, ding dong. Where you at?
No, you kept saying UT. I'm thinking like University of Tennessee. What are you talking about?
You can get 7. You can get
UT's Carolina and San Francisco. You get San Francisco at 7, Carolina at 8.5.
You can get 7. A lot of places moving to 1.5 now with San Francisco. So that's 7. It's 7.5.
You boys meet me down at Circa Mega Bar. We're going to put a $5,000 teaser down, 5 large. And when we win, we're all headed to the Spearmint Rhino. We're going to blow it all.
Listen, I'm 15 minutes away. Just tell me I could be there before this show ends.
All Lenny's got to do is change his reservation from 1 to 3.
Exactly. That's it.
It's already booked.
Yeah, let's be honest. I got to put shoes on,
I can't walk outside. It's so damn cold out.
Well, cold right now. I got to put sweatpants on. I got a beanie on. Listen, the Lions are going to put up a lot of points on Sunday, and I'm just saying. We got nothing.
Are we talking about the Lions again, Lenny?
I didn't get a chance to tell everybody why I thought the Lions were going to win. You said you prequeled your loss. You already started giving on Tuesday. Mark the time. On Tuesday, he's already coming up with excuses for Sunday's loss. We got
I don't
no
care
excuses.
if we lose.
We're going to Chicago.
Your ass on the couch watching my Bears.
Your woman. I'm telling you right now. Meet me halfway. Meet me in what's halfway?
Meet you in the parking lot of Walmart.
I'll meet you in any one of them. Let's go. I'll be the guy with the blinking light on.
I will tell you one thing that that Bears and 49ers game on Sunday night was one of the best games I've seen all year.
Yep,
it's amazing to me what Ben Johnson's done there. And I talked about this last year, especially with Griffin. As I was talking him off a ledge, you went and spent a number 1 pick on this cat, I'm going to give him a bunch of money. And then you had the Daniels kid from the Redskins, really shining. It's like
Yeah.
they maybe should have taken him. And I kept saying the jury's out. You got to get this Eberflus, and then the guy that went in and replaced him, the kid had no coaching. Let's see what he gets with coaching. And you had Quinn and you had Kingsbury coaching the other kid at Washington, and he had more around him. And what you've seen this year, although the thing that should concern you is that Williams misses wide open receivers. He's got players down the field wide open when he's on the move, when he's being mobile out of the pocket, and he can't hit them. And that costs him that game. He had a couple of big plays he would have missed. And that's youth and inexperience. The game gets a little fast for him. That's might turn around
with time for him.
Yeah, turn around and bite you in the playoffs a little bit when you really get up against the elite teams, with the elite defenses. But the one thing that does concern you is that defense. You let San Francisco go up and down the field on you like a hot knife on butter. And I'm telling you, it's really nice to have an elite offense. These guys, we've been talking about Mahomes and all these, Kelsey and all these wide receivers and all the years they were good. The reason Kansas City won those Super Bowls and got to the AFC Championship game 6 years in a row, we had a good quarterback. That's part of it. But the Kansas City's defense, that's what got them there.
D-line.
Big time. And and at some point in time, that comes into play. Does that come into play with Seattle and San Francisco? Because San Francisco's defense ain't no good. Seattle's is. But San Francisco's offense is elite, and Purdy now is an elite quarterback that wins games in the clutch. Something he wasn't doing early on when we played him in the Super Bowl and won. Griff, remember that show we did with Gabe down at MGM Sportsbook on Direct TV? Went down there, and in that Super Bowl, Griff and I both did a show there with him live. And I said, who do you want in this game? You want Purdy, or do you want a rookie, or do you want Mahomes? Because the guy with Mahomes, the quarterback that's proven, is the underdog. Who are you going to go with? Well, now you can't say that about him at all.
I hear you.
Purdy they've coached him up, and he's really good. So who do you go with in that big game? Would you go with the defense, or would you go with an elite offense? Because I'm telling you right now, I watched
home field advantage
against Carolina, and their offense is not elite.
No, and it's that's Tony. You were right there, and I wanted to say it. The Bears, if they square off with the Seattle Seahawks, they win that game. The reason being, not talent versus talent, it is coaching. Offensive play calling is so superior when it comes to the Bears play calling opposed to Seattle. You don't know what the hell Ben Johnson's going to draw up every single play. I don't know if he's going to run it up the middle, if we're going to run a play action fake, if we're going to air the ball out. You never know what we're going to do. Seattle, every single time they had the ball last week, you knew they were going to run it up the middle on first down.
Yeah.
You knew then they were going to dump it up and pass. You knew every single play that was coming. And that's the one thing about the Chicago Bears team is we still don't know what to expect out of this team. Nobody knew they were going to put up 38 points in the most recent game against San Francisco in San Francisco, night game. So that time change rolling into the second half, that also slows teams down, which I'm not going to get into psychology. Tony knows we've been talking about that a lot. But that's another thing. For the Bears rolling into the second half of that game, it was like 11 o'clock p.m. start for them, typically what they're used to. So they had to go in there and deal with the red-hot San Francisco 49ers team, and the offense still maintained and sustained the entire game and was winnable. So I look at this right now. We don't know what the Bears are capable of. We know one thing for sure. Ben Johnson, he's a hell of a coach, hell of a play caller. We have talent across the offensive side, and we do have some miscues on the defensive side, and that is my concern, defense.
Yeah. Hey, let me ask you a question, you guys, each one of you. If you're Buffalo, do you kick the extra point and go into overtime with all the momentum, or do you go for two?
Always take the points. Why is Andy Reid always win? You take the points, kick the field goal.
You got to live
always
to fight
put
another
yourself
day.
in a position to win.
Yeah.
You held them to 20. They didn't have, and here's why I'm discounting Philadelphia this year in the NFC in the playoffs. their offense has been broken all year. It's hit and miss at best. They had 0 pass completions in the second half with Jalen Hurts under center. They had 25 total yards. Why? And by the way, I don't think it was a bad call. It was bad execution. The receiver in the end zone was wide open. He was open by 4 yards. Allen makes that throw 99 times out of 100. Sure. He does not miss it. He's an elite quarterback, all this, that, and the other. But I'm telling you, with all the momentum, the way that defense was playing, it's Philadelphia couldn't get out of their own way. Yeah, I'm with Lenny. Live to fight another day. Get it in overtime. You stuffed them the entire second half.
Right, you got momentum.
If they win the flip and they take the ball, stuff them, and go down the field and kick a field goal, you win.
I think a lot of Philadelphia's problem has just been the kind of Super Bowl hangovers and just kind of reading their own headlines, maybe a little bit. There's a lot to be said for teams that put together stuff like the Chiefs, for example, like a 5-year, 10-year run of championships, because it's hard if you already get a taste of that hunger. You lose a little bit of that hunger after you get the first one. The guy that's never got one is always going to be more invested than the guy that's got 5.
Yeah.
He's going to always be that guy, that hungry one time, like those. That's, a team like the Bears. I mean, in his lifetime, he hasn't seen a Super Bowl. I mean, it's been a long time for me.
We won, but we lost.
Right.
Peyton Manning.
So I mean, there's a lot that goes involved with something like that. There's a lot of prove it kind of situations. I think the jury's still out on Caleb Williams. I'm just saying, but he's made enough. He hasn't made he's missed some open, but that again will come with time.
Is he an elite? Is he an elite NFL quarterback? No,
not yet.
But
not yet.
But is he an NFL quarterback? Yes. You can't say that about every quarterback starting.
I do worry about
Geno
him.
Smith an NFL quarterback? Not really.
I don't think so.
Is Cook for the Jets? Justin Fields, are they NFL quarterbacks? No. Is Jalen Williams? Is he an NFL quarterback? Hell yeah, he is. And he's had to do a lot of this shit on the fly this year.
Yeah, I worry about him being so mobile. I worry about injury for next couple of years or whatever. But if he could stay healthy and continue to learn, Caleb Williams, if he could stay healthy and continue to develop like mentally and this football IQ, he could be dangerous. But I'll play him every day to goddamn week. Let's go. We'll play street ball at Walmart. Caleb Williams, bring your nail polish.
Lenny, if this game had any implications, we would kick the shit out of you.
It has all the implications for us because we want to go out wanging. Dan Campbell might line up.
Unbelievable. Your defense sucks. Goff's a liability.
We ain't got nothing to lose.
Montgomery's overdue. You got nobody. You guys are broken.
Everybody. I'm taking every offensive weapon we have over props.
You lost your play caller, and Campbell got exposed. Didn't even make the playoffs. Kidding me? Brutal.
Talk to me about college football today before I drive this. I swear to God. College football today, there's 3 bowl games on. I'm a little,
I got a 4-unit on Illinois-Tennessee game.
Okay, we won't talk about that one.
Louisiana Tech taking on Coastal. Coastal without their head coach. The guy from Missouri State's going to take over that program. I'm not going to lay 10, but I think LT in the first half minus 6.5 is worth a look. Just because Coastal's got a bunch of players out, their coach is gone.
Yeah.
I think Louisiana Tech's actually a pretty good team. Tonight, and I'm just giving you my takes. I'm not going to talk about the Tennessee-Illinois game, but tonight, TCU-USC, I put out a free play right here on Doc's YouTube channel yesterday about in the under 55.5. Now, this went up to 56.5 today. But you have to take a look at the significance of portal. So The entire receiving core for USC, and by the way, they throw the effing ball. They're in the portal. That's 2,240 yards of offense is in the portal. Okay. On the other side of the ball, Hoover's gone for TCU. Their quarterback, 2.5 years. They go, oh, well, it's not much of a drop-off. They're putting Seal in there, who was at Vandy before Pavia showed up or whatever. It had 20 starts in the SEC. He's thrown 6 passes this year.
Yeah.
So where's the drop-off? The defense is going to be ahead of the offense in that game. And it's hard to say because you're talking about 2 head coaches in Sonny Dykes and Lincoln Riley who are offensive-minded gurus. But I tell you what, it's going to be a little nip and tuck early.
What do you like on the side?
I can only take TCU.
Really? Okay.
Yeah. Yeah.
See, I think USC just sustains their momentum. I think for all the reasons you gave out brilliant points, but the biggest thing for TCU, obviously, they are out with their not with their starting quarterback, and this is a bowl game. Everybody's going to feed off the fact TCU. This game's in San Antonio, Texas, so there's a little bit. It's a little bit more comfort for them. Obviously, USC's traveling to this game, but at the same time, USC's been the better team all season long, far superior.
Sure they have.
TCU just kind of go up, down, up, down, up, down. Issues in the transfer portal.
One thing about Riley, though, the other thing too is in the press, he said, "I'm going to give a lot of young players a lot of looks in this game."
Right.
So if he does that, that disrupts chemistry.
I like your under.
Yeah, that disrupts chemistry.
Here's the reason I didn't bet the over because I had the over circled. And
well, you asked me to take a piece
that's
of
what I
shit
have
side,
circled.
Murphy.
I have the over circled up. I like the over.
I had the over circled as well, and then he put up a free pick video, and I made a thumbnail for it, and then I was like,
pretty valid.
Well, let's see what's going on here, and then I was pretty confident about my over too, and then I was like, I watched that 4-minute video roughly, and I was like, well, shit.
I think Jason Sharp, there was another guy that had the same pick, but he had a side play. I think he took USC. If I'm not mistaken. I didn't watch. I talked to Jason yesterday on the phone quickly. He called me about a game, some stuff in the NBA and this, that, and the other. But I said, hey, man, we're on the same thing. He said, I think he told me he took USC.
Okay. Listen,
so
it's on Doc's
he's kind of with Griffin on that thought process. You know, I thought I thought it was about right. They should be favored right around a touchdown. But in these bowl games, from what we've seen so far, who the F knows?
That's the other thing is if you're betting these bowl games, I've said in every one of my free plays, I mean, these are sprinkle pizza money. These bowl games have been so flopped. I mean, look at that Northwestern Central Michigan game. I mean, it is just, dude. I was on the wrong side in that one, and I mean,
I caught myself about $50 deep into some just screw around and find out money, in play on that game, and I was like, and I.
Just kept going, man. They just kept going.
Better, so $50 ain't.
How about that effing Missouri game? Oof. I had Missouri in that game. Let me tell you something. They went down the field with Harvey running the ball the first series of the game, and he ended up breaking a 45-yarder.
Yeah.
He saw the ball 12 more times the entire game.
Yep.
That was the worst coached, play-called game I have seen in the last 5 years.
So
and I had all my eggs in one basket on Missouri in that game. Virginia couldn't beat a 5-loss team in the ACC championship. Missouri took Vandy.
I was with you.
They should have beat Vandy. That's the game that Priblia went down in. And they had to bring in Zellers out of nowhere. And they still almost beat Vandy. And that was in Nashville. And then I went to the Alabama game. They had Alabama on the ropes the entire game down in Columbia. Should have beat them. This was a good team. Defense, really good.
Great defense.
No show in that ball game. And that, I don't want to hear about Drinkwitz being a great coach anymore. You can kiss my ass. You couldn't coach your way out of a wet paper bag, dude.
Hey, Griffin, we on Saturday, remember Saturday's show, the Doc Staley, I was all over BYU and I sweated that
Mormons,
game.
man.
I'll tell you what, I had to walk away from the TV multiple times in that game. I was so pissed off. I had to take a lap, as my wife says, go take a lap. And it's just really around the house. I'm just walking around. Turn your light off. Why are you in the light out in your room? Leave it in your room. Yelling at the kids, I'm doing. Take out the trash.
You wearing your beanie?
You don't see it. I'm yelling at all the kids. My wife's like, "Take a lap, Leonard." I had to go to the garage, come back.
Hey, we got the cover, baby.
I did. I got it, man. I had that in San Diego State. I cashed those 2 games on Saturday, and I'm about ready to just take my money and go home.
I took the push on BYU. We put it out early. I had the 4.
Okay.
So I took the push and then lost the 7 unit on Missouri. I was sick to my stomach for 24 hours.
I was all over that game too, Tony. And the problem for me was Matt Zollers. I had a game of the year on Missouri, and I watched this kid just completely. I think he had 2 completions out of 15 passes. So I couldn't back him in this game. I liked the under in the matchup. I pulled off a sneaky win. I had San Diego State as a 6 unit. And that was just absolutely ridiculous.
Hey, that was a dirty game, man.
Dude.
That was. I never did these things outside the playoff games. Nobody gives a shit.
Right.
The playoff games, we got the coaches, we got the players, we got the focus, we've got the added time to prep. That being said,
Penn State, Clemson.
I think Miami gets exposed tomorrow.
Oh, don't say that. Don't say that. Why is everybody on Ohio State?
Because their defense can play in the NFL. Griff would kill to have them that defense for the Chicago Bears.
I don't know.
We'll see. Hey, we're still treading, baby. We're treading strong.
Listen,
too.
I'm on Miami. I'm on Miami, and I think Ohio State gets exposed. But I could just very well hate the state of Ohio.
I don't think Carson Beck's going to be able to handle that defense.
I forgot what coach it was that played them, and he said he'd been coaching as either coordinator or head coach for 25 years. He said, that is the best defense I've ever seen in college football.
Ohio State's?
Yeah. That he's ever played against.
And how's Beck going to be? How is he going to be efficient in this game? I don't know. I don't trust the kid. I don't think he's a good quarterback. I think he's okay. I don't think he's worth what they paid him. I believe they gave this kid over $10 million, if I'm not mistaken, to play at Miami, which sounds absolutely ridiculous.
And you got Cristobal, who can't make in-game adjustments to save his ass.
Nope. I can't stand that guy at all.
Hey, look, am I an Ohio State fan? Hell no. I'm a Nebraska fan. Am I a Ryan Day fan? I hate the son of a bitch. But I'm going to tell you something. He's a lot better coach than Cristobal, and he's got the horses. Especially I would be shocked if Miami put up more than 10. And if they did, the only question is on the cover, can Ohio State put up 21, 24 points here? If they 3 and out Miami a bunch of times, they're going to.
Are you surprised Miami beat Texas A&M?
Yes.
Yeah.
No, I'm not, because I had Miami in that game.
You had them plus the 3.5?
3.5. I thought the hook was important. I just thought A&M avoided every landmine possible in the SEC schedule except Texas, and Texas whipped their ass.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
I'm
pretty sure that was the game prior to, if I'm not
Miami.
That was the one that made up. That was the one that made up my mind about the Miami game.
Gotcha.
Miami's team total, some places 15.5, some places 16.5.
No, not going to happen.
No.
Yeah, I don't even.
Not going to happen.
Ooh-wee.
Oh, Miami's. And by the way, where's Miami? Where's that game at?
Texas.
In
what bowl game?
Arlington, Texas.
What bowl game is that?
It's a college football play.
Yeah. So that's the only city. If that was in Ohio State, they were laying 9. It's the Cotton Bowl. Yeah, well.
They play at Jerry's World. Yeah. The play it, but Ohio State,
them.
neither one of these teams are any stranger to the big lights.
No, but this is where Ohio State lives and thrives. In Miami, I mean, they were the most put together team, as we talked about, to start the season. They looked rounded as far as defense, offense, everything around their cylinders. They seemed like the most well-put team, so to speak. But at the same time, as the season progressed, the biggest liability for me with Miami, Florida is the quarterback spot. I just can't trust this kid, especially in a big game. And he's going to have Ohio State's defense chasing him down all game. I'd look at his rushing yards. Look at Carson Beck's rushing yards because he'll be running for his life in this game.
Hey, by the way, it's Tuesday, and every Tuesday we do the Weasel and the Woodpile game.
True.
That's right.
I got one. I text Griffin at 7 o'clock this morning. Got one. Boise State laying 5 to New Mexico in basketball tonight. Okay?
Dude.
You got a 10-2 team on the road that should be favored 3 or 4, catching 5. Hammer Boise State. Hammer. And the reason that I did a deep dive, I didn't put it on my premium card. I gave a mention of it on my free play today, which Griff and I both have, Nebraska-New Hampshire game, without knowing it. But I'm telling you guys out there, I've been doing this 35 years. When you see a line that's too good to be true, don't drink the Kool-Aid. Go again. They're begging you to take New Mexico. That's why they opened up at 6 and now they're down to 5. Because it looks tasty. 2-loss team against the 8-4 team. But the big thing was the strength of schedule is double for Boise State what it's been for New Mexico. And that's why they're 10-2 and Boise State's 8-4.
On a 7-game winning streak. I mean, give me a break. No, Boise beats them by double digits. And it's a road type of situation. Time change is going to play a factor. Total 147. That gives us an incentive. This is Boise. I love it.
And Lenny can back me up on this. This is why you tune in to Doc's Daily every day.
This is exactly why you tune into Doc's Daily, is for free stuff. This is why you're here, folks. I'm telling you right now, you're here for 2 things. Free picks, which is okay. But you're also here to hit the like button. So if you haven't done that yet, go ahead. We'll wait. Good job. Okay. Now, and also, if you don't hit the like button, there's a rule on YouTube. I don't know if you're aware of this. Anybody watching YouTube, if you don't hit the like button on this show, you'll never win a bet in your life. It's just YouTube's rule. It's not mine. New Hampshire and Nebraska college basketball. You two knuckleheads did the same free pick video on the same game.
How the hell does that happen?
I want to know. Yeah, I want to know.
Who picks that freaking game besides an alumnus? I'm an alumni. I'm going to take him. And guess what? I tell you what, Nebraska, again, I say it every Tuesday. I've said it. The longest winning streak in Division I college basketball. It's not UConn. It's not Duke. It's not Arizona. It's Nebraska.
Yep.
Ladies and gentlemen, number 15 in the country. Here's the problem with that game. Nebraska, we're going to find out. Now, we know they got a credibility win against Illinois on the road, which is difficult to do. But Friday, they get to take on Lenny's team, Tom Izzo and Sparty. That's Friday. That's Friday in Lincoln. And I'm actually thinking about driving up and going to it. I got it off.
I might pop on the
night game.
Fly over.
8:00 night game too.
I might have the boss
hit my local watering hole before the game. Grab me a crispy burrito at Amigos on the way to the arena. Then after the arena, hit gate 25 downtown Lincoln. Boom!
Can't beat it.
Hey, Justin, you
got to go to that one. That'll be a fun one for sure. 8:00 game should be.
But
wild.
they got Michigan State, Ohio State, and Indiana. Those 3 on deck. This game here tonight, they're looking to get out of it healthy.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's just a lot of college basketball is really hard unless you follow some smaller market schools, because there's not, there's a lot of big spreads today, 20, 30, what is Nebraska favored by 30,000?
30 and a half.
Yeah. I mean,
Could Nebraska put up 100 points tonight? Well, they put up 103 against Oklahoma up in Sioux Falls, South Dakota in a tournament game, a tournament they won up there. Could Nebraska Could Nebraska put up 100 and beat them by 30? Yeah. Will they? I doubt it.
They were laying 28.5 against North Dakota. They didn't fail to cover the spread on that one too.
Yeah.
Also, I want to let Michigan fans know, okay, U of M fans, you have a very, very good basketball team.
Very good.
I think you're peaking a little early, though. I think you're peaking a little early. If you look at their schedule, it hasn't been that tough. But they are blowing teams out the way. Like they 112-71 yesterday.
That Gonzaga win they had was out in Vegas.
That's it. But they are
that validated them to me because Gonzaga is no freaking joke.
I mean, Michigan State beat up on Cornell yesterday.
Cornell's sneaky good, man. That's a small conference team. I ride those bastards. They're sneaky good.
The Big Ten basketball is legit this year. But they tend to be every year until March. You know what I mean? They just fizzle in tournament time for me. I don't know.
Yeah.
Whatever. New Hampshire plus the 30.5.
I'm trying to find some other good games.
I don't even want to bet anything over 10.5. You're talking about
I had a doubleheader tonight. I had a doubleheader tonight. It's both small conference games. I had 2 small conference games yesterday. Got my ass handed to me after winning on Sunday. We just got on the wrong side of a couple of games last night. What happened to Belmont? I'm a Mo Valley guy. Belmont should have wiped the floor with Indiana State. They lose by 1 in overtime. That was a 1-loss team.
I checked it on
the Mo Valley last night was upset city.
Fair.
Yeah.
Real quick before we get out of here, we'll talk a little NHL too. Jack asked about Canadians and the Panthers overtime thoughts. No, I'm about the Devils and the Maple Leafs on a draw tonight.
If you guys are looking for action tonight, I do have a 7-unit in college hoops tonight at 7 Eastern time, and it's a pretty prime marquee matchup, I would say.
Okay.
Definitely worth tuning in.
You told me this morning you liked. Did you run with that?
Mm-hmm.
Have you? Oh yeah, it's loaded. It's loaded.
I wanted to tell you, but you said you were going to make it a top play, but I never heard that I was
on the treadmill.
None of us know what we're doing on the website. I don't even go to the website and look at the headlines.
Yeah.
I don't care what
he's in his own world, and hopefully we all intersect every now and then.
Yeah.
I'm just telling you right now.
And
we love that about Tony.
I didn't even know he took New Hampshire as a free plated. I mean,
I know he got on here.
I don't know how that happens.
Every now and then I'll send out a text, go, why in the hell are these guys laying 5.5?
I laughed when you guys both did the New Hampshire Nebraska game because I'm making the thumbnails for the videos, and I'm like, and Tony, I'm like, wait, did I already make this thumbnail? And I'm like, New Hampshire, do I have that logo? And
40 games.
Hey, and I did have it. And I'm like, oh, wow, that's weird. I do. That's pretty odd. I had that logo. I didn't have to download it. And then I go, oh, now I know why I have the logo because I had to download it for Griffin's video like 2 hours ago.
40 games on today. I don't know how that happened.
No, I just
bet on.
Yeah, there you go. NHL. Anything we like in the NHL today? Or yesterday was very, very nice.
I got one premium play for 4 units. I kind of like New Jersey, but I couldn't trust their offense as of late on the road in this one, although Toronto gives it up. They do give it up. But I liked one better. It's an underdog. It's an ugly dog type game. I put out.
There was some good hockey on yesterday. I'll say
I like that Devils game too, Tony. I feel like when everything seems wrong, obviously you go the other way. And New Jersey, they've lost 3 consecutive games, 4-5-1 in their last 10. Playing a Toronto team that everybody loves to back at home, and they're playing good at home, 12-5-5. I just believe that this is a game where New Jersey does get to them. But agreeing with your statement, Tony, I would probably look at the under in this game as well, as the liability comes into play with New Jersey.
Well, it opened at 6 and went to 5.5. That's still got 2-1 written all over it. It could be tied 1-1 at the end of regulation. Ask Lenny; he's a draw king.
I was about to say, draw opinion, Lenny. What do you think?
Yes, that's my draw. Honestly, I could
there you go.
I could make a case. I could make a case for 3 out of 5 games for a draw today. I could make a case for Carolina and Pittsburgh. I definitely could make a case for the Devils and the Leafs. And I could make a case for the Islanders and the Blackhawks. I think Florida's a way better team than Montreal and Philly's. Vancouver's bad. So I'm on Philly, but I could really make a case for all of them in the draw. The Devils and the Leafs, though, I think that game goes over. I don't think it's a 1-1 draw. I think that game's like a 3-3 draw. I think we're going to, because I just, neither one of them could stop the puck. Neither one of them could stop it.
I like
neither one of them can freaking score either.
Yeah, that's true too.
That's why there's too much game. There's too many intangibles in that for me. It go either way. They might be 0-0 at the end of regulation, or they could be 3-3. Meaning I see no value in a side play, and the total scares the shit out of me too. So I just left it alone.
Yeah. And I think one of them have been playing very good lately.
What was it? Almost a pick. I'm like minus 115 or minus 105. I mean, odds makers don't even know.
Yeah.
New Jersey.
Oh, I got you. Yeah, if I had to back somebody, I'd back New Jersey. I got a dog one for you. I do like Vancouver tonight at home. I think this is a good spot for them. Everybody's buying the brand with Philly. They're playing good on the year, 19-11. And then Vancouver's been bad at home, and this is kind of like a bubble situation for them. They've been okay overall, 16-19 on the season, 6-4 in their last 10 games. And everybody gets caught up on that 4-11-1 at home. I think this is a game where they burst plus value. And I'm just not sold on Philadelphia. I know they've been playing really good this year. They've been solid on the road, but at the same time, this is where you're getting a plus value situation in a coin flip game and home ice advantage. Give me the plus value in this one.
I like the Flyers just because I have no faith in the Canucks to do a damn thing. 4-11-1 at home, but this is the last game of the night, so that scares me. You know what I mean? That scares me. And a home dog, a home dog.
Hawaii. You're betting Hawaii now.
Yeah, Hawaii, man.
Hawaii on a Saturday night. 11:35, drunker and a skunk. What? They're catching 3 at home. Screw San Diego State.
Put 10 dimes on it.
Rainbow Warrior right now, and another Rainbow Warrior, and another Beam 7 right now, bartender.
Right? Yeah, they got 500.
Come on, Griff. We got to crawl out of the hole. God damn it!
Been there.
Get her all back and then put her on the Bears on Sunday morning. Come on.
We're rolling it over, baby.
We're rolling it over to the 10 a.m. games in Vegas.
No sleep.
Yeah, no sleep. Yeah, that shit's overrated. There's some tread lightly in NHL today. There's some shaky shit going on in the NHL today. Yesterday was, knock on wood, it was too easy yesterday. I mean, we had a nice day yesterday, but in the game today, there's some stuff that could be, there's some stuff there's going to be a lot of people on the Panthers. There's going to be a lot of people for name recognition on the Maple Leafs.
Plus value at home.
Yeah. I think everybody and their brother will be on the Flyers. I like the Flyers, but I don't know if I'm going to bet that. So NHL home dogs win 40% of the time. Print money, picking the right spots. Yeah, 100%. You got to pick the right spots today. I might watch hockey today.
We got Nick in here. Who's he like? Montreal/Leafs. Lay the nuts on the table. Dogs barking. Yeah, I don't know about that. I like Montreal, but I don't know about the Leafs.
I don't like Montreal at all. I don't like them at all.
I'm not. Yeah.
A quick announcement: we're not going to do the Gridiron 6-pack this week because it's New Year's Eve day. But we will do. Is that Macon?
Yes.
Oh, shit! He got out of bed early today. Okay, we're gonna go ahead and do the Prop Madness show on Friday, though.
I like it.
Yeah, but we're not Gridiron.
I'm gonna be in
why
Mexico
would we throw
next
darts
Wednesday,
at a board
Tony.
with a bunch of bowl games that don't mean shit? Because the only premium plays we have are on the playoff games, basically.
Yeah.
What am I going to tell you to take Utah against Nebraska? Okay, there's your pick.
Yeah.
Done. And there's in the NFL, you just take every underdog on the board. You'll probably go 65%. There's the great. By the way, there's the Gridiron Show, folks.
I was going to say it.
He's Griffin Murphy. I'm Tony George.
Thank you for tuning in.
I'll say this. I think the last week of the year is like preseason NFL.
Yeah, it is.
You know what I mean? Treat it just like that. There's no point in going hog wild on stuff. You made money all year in the NFL.
If you have more than 3 NFL bets, side or total this weekend, the first step's admitting you have a problem. You can't do it. Now teasers galore. I'm going to have a card with one side play. I'm going to have a card with one big side play and 3 teasers on it this weekend.
So do teasers count as those 3 bets?
No. I said side and total.
We're good. I'm good.
I said side and total.
Okay.
Maybe there might be one. I mean, I don't know what to do with that Pittsburgh-Baltimore game. What do you do with
Pittsburgh? Pitt.
No.
But I'm not touching it.
They say Jackson's doubtful. If that some bitch got a heartbeat, he's going to play.
Yeah, he might play.
Shoot him full of cortisone, get a couple of gals in there and rub his back with ultrasound.
Yeah.
Get out in the field.
Deshaun Watson treatment. He'd be all right.
The Deshaun Watson treatment is let's go ball. But if he doesn't play, they're screwed. Huntley will never beat a Mike Tomlin coach team at home.
It's a bad line.
I think
Baltimore's laying.
Yeah, I like Pittsburgh.
Yeah,
it's a teaser. But
they're begging you to take Pittsburgh again.
But
there's a teaser opportunity. Pittsburgh plus 9.5. Now, so you ask yourself on a teaser, the only thing I always ask me, if I was able to manipulate a line 6 points and the actual line in this game was Steelers plus 9.5 for the playoffs at home, that would be an 8-unit play. So, yes, it's good for half of a teaser. That's how you got to look at teasers.
That's good. That's a good
I love
point.
it.
That's a good point. All right, that's going to do it for us today. Tony George, what do you got going on the site?
4-unit madness, 4-unit NBA, 4-unit bowl game, 4-unit NHL, a 4-unit college basketball pick with a bonus 2-unit play today, and then tomorrow I have an early. Now, folks, tomorrow we release all of our football plays on New Year's Eve day at 5 Central tomorrow. So instead of Thursday that you're conditioned to like Pavlov's dogs, we're doing them on Wednesdays. Okay? So I will have a Wednesday night college football game that will not be out till I release that card at 5 Central. So get ready to win. Put your sprinting shoes on. We're going to go to work tomorrow in college and pro football.
Shoes. Damn it. Griffin,
I'm ready to roll. I got a big day today. I've got a 2-unit NBA selection, 4-unit prop, 2 plays in college hoops, including a 7-unit top selection. It's my play of the week. And that play goes off at 7 p.m. Eastern time. And that as well, football plays will be released tomorrow. I'm looking at 3 NFL plays, max 2 potentially. And then in college football, I've got 2 circled up as well. I've kept it very short and sweet this season with football. Very selective, cherry picking. I'm 45 and 30 across both this season for up over $5,000. So I've had a very good football season. Looking to keep it rolling as we're entering postseason. I need to sustain this and keep it rolling. So we're red hot and we're going to keep it that way.
All right, let's get after it. Don't forget, like, share, subscribe. Drop in the comment section if you watch this video afterwards. Get yourself a free $60 account. Links in the description of the video. If you're brand new, use that 60. Split it up between these 2 knuckleheads as much as you want.
I ain't talking to any of you sons of bitches till next year. That's how long it's going to be. So I'll see you next Tuesday.
See you next Tuesday, folks. Good luck unless you're against us. I'll be back tomorrow, but I'm just saying.